We're looking at a couple of solutions from Trim-Tex, and some of them look very similar to what we're used to. Like this one is an outside corner. It comes in a bunch of different profiles, very crisp, sharp one to a soft bull nose to a bigger bull nose, which is a cool look. But some of the advantages that these have over metal are that they don't rust. That's a big deal. They don't dent, and if you've been in this industry for a while, you know that dented metal is a real thing. There's also a lot less embodied energy in one of these, which I think is a bonus. And they use a lot less mud than traditional trims, which we'll get into a little bit later. So that's the outside corner. Of course, there's flexible outside corner, which is very, very cool, like when we're doing arches and niches and fun stuff like that. Our inside corner, though, this is kind of next level. So traditional inside corner, you flex it to get it to be the shape of your inside corner. So there I've got a nice 90 degrees, but you'll notice that one of the things that they've done here is they've got this raised edge lip. And that lip means that I can set my drywall knife right in there without fear of ripping the paper as I lay my bead. And my mud is going to be the thickness of that lip, which is then going to get painted. So I can have a really crisp, clean corner without worrying about ripping that paper tape. That's a pretty cool solution. The last category that I want to talk about is maybe the most exciting, which is their made for movement category. And there are a dozen products in there that do various things. The two that I'm going to take a look at today are their truss uplift and their flexible corner, which is I think called a magic corner. So this one is their truss uplift bead. So we're going to attach this one so that this side is nailed off to the wall. And this piece here is going to be underneath our trusses. What we do when we install the drywall is we install the lid to this flange rather than to the truss itself. And the first screw is actually like 18 inches out in the field. And so what that means is I have a floating corner. So as the trusses move, if I've got big spans, this is going to keep that corner from cracking. And everybody hates warranty work, and that's one way that you make sure that your product stays looking good. Now this one is really cool. This is a flexible magic corner. You can see it's got that gasket that can move back and forth. So imagine you're doing a big vaulted ceiling. You've got that long line near the ceiling where it flattens out a little bit, or at the knee wall, or just a funky corner in general where the roof load is meeting wall load and there's things moving around. This is a corner that's going to flex depending on what kind of angle you've designed. It's not an excuse for bad framing, but this is a way to be more creative with your use of drywall.